Hello, I'm Evan Nolan, the president and co-founder of the United States Athletics Hall of Fame, here with another returning nominee for our class of 2024. Born to a sharecropper father and a full-blooded Cherokee mother, Henry Melody Jackson Jr., much better known by his fighting name of Henry Armstrong, was born in Columbus, Mississippi in December of 1912. He would go on to become perhaps the greatest fighter of the first half of the 20th century. Now, his family moved northward, as many families of color did at the beginning of the 20th century, as part of the Great Migration. They ended up settling in St. Louis, Missouri, where Armstrong would attend Vashon High School and graduate with honors. After graduation, he decided he wanted to become a fighter, picked up the last name of Armstrong, and started on his professional career. Now, that career didn't start the way he probably wanted it to. He started becoming a pro at the age of 21 and would lose 4 of his first 5 fights. 3 of those fights would actually take place in Pennsylvania, where he'd go 1-2, and the last 2 of those fights taking place in Los Angeles, where he moved at the age of 22 to help develop his career. But after that initial rough patch, he was incredible. He'd follow this up with a stretch of going 28-1-6 over his next 35 fights, and would pick up the Western Featherweight title in 1935. Then from March of 1936 until May of 1939, he'd go on a streak where he'd win 56 of 57 fights, including 46 in a row at one point. Just the idea of having 57 fights in 3 years is incredible to me, even now. He'd get his first world title in 1936, defeating Baby Arizmendi in a 10-round decision to win the world featherweight title. He'd actually successfully defend that title 19 straight times. Then would come his incredible 1937, which he'd go 27-0, including 26 knockouts, and one opponent who actually retired between rounds rather than come back out. It was named Fighter of the Year by Ring Magazine. He'd also win the world titles in the welterweight division in May of 1938, beating Barney Ross in a unanimous decision, and the lightweight belt in his next fight in August of 1938, defeating Lou Ambers by split decision. This made him one of the first fighters who was ever able to win world titles in 3 or more divisions. In all, Homicide Hank would finish his career at 152 wins, 22 losses, and 9 draws, with 100 knockouts. He's widely considered to be one of the 10 greatest boxers of all time, and perhaps one of the 5 greatest, with boxing experts Bert Sugar ranking him the 2nd greatest, and Teddy Atlas actually ranks him as the greatest boxer ever. He was elected to the Boxing Hall of Fame's inaugural class of 1990, which was unfortunately 2 years after his death in 1988. However, with us, Armstrong kind of finished middle of the pack last year, in our mid-60s on our inaugural list. Can you help him do better this year? That's up to you. You can vote for Henry Armstrong or any of our other nominees for the United States Athletics Hall of Fame at www.theusahof.com. That is theusahof.com. Voting will continue between now and we make our close the polls on November 1st, with the class being announced sometime in November. Vote as often as you like, as long as it's only once a day, and I'll be back soon with another nominee. Take care.